All right, we are now back with Nashville SC forward Sam Surridge. Sam announced this morning, of course, that you've been named to your first MLS All-Star team, and actually was announced about 15 minutes ago. You'll also be taking part in the skills competition. If you could just share a little bit about what it means to you to be named an All-Star for the first time, and then what you're looking forward to about the experience, including the skills competition.
Yeah, obviously it's an amazing achievement. It's one of them. I probably didn't have my mind set on it, but at the same time, it's good to get recognised for stuff like that. My mind's always been focused on the team, and see my success and other people's successes kind of come with that. And it's nice to get noticed, but at the same time, I'm just looking forward to tomorrow's game, and it's nice. But yeah.
Thanks, Sam. We'll start with Brian this time. Go, Brian.
Playing Columbus, they seem to be in really good form, haven't lost since May. What's the challenge in facing a team that's sort of riding that hot streak?
They're definitely obviously high on confidence, and we know it's like we obviously was in an unbeaten streak before Miami, and when sometimes you just ride the wave and you just can win games, you can grind games out. But I think we're also a really good team, and we know what we can do to hurt them, and hopefully we can try and stop their strengths. But we think we can. Obviously we think we can beat them. So we're confident, and hopefully we can do a good job tomorrow.
And I'm working on a separate story. You've played for a lot of teams in your career. What's the supporters like for Nashville SC at Geodis? What is that like for you? Yeah,
it's really good. I think when I first come, I've joined, and we was in Leagues Cup, and the team was on a really good run. I think the loudest it's probably been was against. The last time it was obviously a final against Miami Leagues Cup, and then Philadelphia. I don't know if you guys obviously were there, but I felt like that was probably a really good atmosphere compared to what we've had probably last season and this season, and I think that helped us probably get the win. And I think the atmosphere's definitely build. It helps when you're doing well, but I think it will need that throughout the season. So.
Blair?
Sam, what's the difference between playing against a team like Columbus, where they're trying to push, and how do you fine-tune your game versus somebody like DC, where they're sitting back? What is the difference back for you in your position?
It's obviously different. I'm someone who likes to run behind, and I think when you play teams like DC, they, like I said, they sit off, but they also they can go man for man pressing sometimes, which I think they did when they come here and we drew against them. They started man for man, and we had a lot of joy from that, but then they sat off and it made it difficult. But then once we got one goal, we got a few more, and I think that's the thing when teams sit off against us. I think once we get that first goal, we're pretty dangerous. But Columbus are completely different. They're also quite high pressing, so hopefully they leave space for us, and if not, then obviously we'll try and work around that. But looking forward to it, and it's a good challenge. I felt like we had a lot of joy when we played at their place, and we had a lot of chances, and we're a bit. I know they had a lot of possession, but we're still a bit disappointed, I think, in the end. So.
And then on the All-Star, did you watch it last season? Have you watched any of them? Have you watched the Skills Challenge? Are you familiar with?
Well, I know there is one. My brother's a massive. I'm actually going to take my brother. So he's older than me, but he's a massive fan. He loves all that sort of stuff, and he was really excited when I told him, and he showed me all the skill chat. He's wondering which one. I think I'm doing one of the shooting ones. I'm not sure, but he was trying to figure out which one I'd do, and he's showing me all this stuff. But I'll probably get a lot of my revision from him, to be honest. But I'll watch him and see what I have to do. So it'll be fun. So.
Ben?
Yeah, Sam. Obviously, you guys try to press a lot, and you and Hani kind of lead a lot of that press from the front. Yep. What's it like playing a team like Columbus when all of their midfielders and everyone on the back line is just really comfortable with the ball? Yeah,
it's definitely difficult. I think they're unique in the fact that they're probably one of the best teams in the MLS at keeping the ball, and it's really hard for us to get the ball back off them. So when we do get it back, we need to make it count, and I think it's just pressing at the right moments. Maybe we don't. I don't know. It's one of them things that we just have to get the right time in. Everyone has to work in unison. I think that's one of the hardest things to do, and but that's what I think BJ's come in and helped. So we're all trying to be on the same page, rather than say it would be me going, just Hani going. I don't know, but now it's kind of, I feel like we're all trying to go at the same time, which it definitely helps.
And then just with your All-Star nomination and leading tied at the top of the scoring charts, I know you're the beneficiary of a lot of service. How much do you think like the All-Star selection kind of reflects just the work that the whole team is putting in?
Yeah, it's massive. I think when you have 3 people picked, obviously Andy was picked first and he was in the main, and then me and Hani have got added, but at the same time it's just shows that we've all kind of just kept going, and like we're getting the rewards for that. And like you said, it's not just us. You could have picked another 3 players from the team that could have got it as well. So I think that's but at the same time I think, say lads that don't go, I think at the same time when I wasn't picked I was the same, like you sort of just want to carry on doing well in your club, and I felt like we've almost gone on the radar in a way where we've just kept picking up wins, kept picking up goals, me and Hani, and we just keep doing what we're doing. I think we're going to keep doing that, and these next 3 games we know how big they are this month, and we just want to do well in 3 games, and obviously the All-Stars are a bonus, but at the end of the day the All-Stars are going to finish and we've got 10 games whatever to play, and it's their big 10 games. So.
Ross?
So it's really going into the 9 again, you had 12 goals in the past 8 games, I think it was. Anything in particular that you've done different, or that's all of a sudden clicked for you that you could point towards?
It's hard to kind of say in form, but what I can say, I've kind of kept going. I've kind of kept doing my, say, routine from week to week. I've never kind of stopped. I've never moved away from what I felt like I've needed to do, like in terms of off the pitch stuff. I'd say on the pitch I've definitely been playing more, I'd say more higher. I don't know, sometimes maybe not getting attracted to the play as much, maybe trying to stay away and stay more patient, because sometimes when you're not scoring, or you're not, say the team's not winning, or you're drawing, you want to try and do something, you want to kind of help the team, but sometimes I've tried to stay more patient and just let people do what they have to do, and my job's at the end of the day to score goals. I know I've got other jobs in the team, but and I think probably just trying to do that, and obviously the team's been a beneficiary of that, because if I score then a lot of time we do win, so
is the goal is it in the mind?
It's obviously in the mind, but at the same time, like I think if I get to a certain amount of goals I'm going to be happy. I think the thing is you got Messi, who's probably you don't know how many he's going to score, so I think one of them, if I get to a certain number and I'm happy, obviously the golden boot's a bonus, but at the same time if I get my goals I know we're going to win, and then if we're getting trophies, and I'm going to be just as happy. So
sorry, do you have a number in mind that you want to show?
I wouldn't say it's hard to say put an exact number, but at the same time it's like I could have told you at the start of the season I wanted to get 15 and now I'm on 16, so it's like I don't want to say a number then I get more, I don't want to overshoot and then get less. So I've never been really one to say put a number on things, but at the same time like I know what I'd feel comfortable with at the same time. So I don't want to say a number then I overshoot and then I don't get to one at the same time. So but I'm happy with where I'm at, but at the same time I probably know I could get more. So but then you look at last season I've got more, but so I don't know, it's just one of the things. I think I just got to keep going, and we'll see what we get to.
John on the Zoom.
Sam, I know you haven't missed many minutes certainly this season, especially during the regular season games. Wonder how you're holding up. So many games here in this particular stretch, and the hottest part of the season as well. So first of all, how are you holding up physically, and B, I guess do you kind of take that as a point of pride that you haven't needed seemingly to rotate much at all out of the lineup this regular season?
Yeah, it's one of them things. I think I talked about at the start of the season. I wanted to stay fit. I think last season I only played 28 games, and then I missed a couple of cup games. And I think this season I've been available for all of them. I've been rested a couple of cup games, but at the same time I've been available for every MLS game, and it's one that I had my mindset on. I want to play every game this year, and I think, like I said, if I do that, I know I'll get into a rhythm and I'll score my goals. And I think that was the main thing, is just staying fit and healthy, and not just being available, being ready to perform. And I think that's been a big thing for me this season, is staying fit and healthy. And credit to everyone I've worked with doing that so far. And I think that's probably one of the main things I don't talk about, where I've got to probably stay fit, and hopefully if I do that, then we'll get where we get to at the end of the season.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Claudio?
Sam, the fact that the Columbus team has been able to come back from almost defeats this season, obviously it tells that as a team that tactically can change to try to find victories. How do you play against a team like this, which at any time can actually turn teams around?
Yeah, it's going to be a tough game. I think we've played tough opponents. So we played Philly last week. That was a massive game at home, and we won. And I think we're not looking too different. Obviously Miami, I felt like we were unlucky not to win that. And it's I think we're just going to go with the same mentality. We want to win every game, and we're probably looking more at ourselves and probably not so much at their record. At the same time, I think we know that we've got the ability to beat them, and I think that's all we're kind of focused on, to be honest.
Now, on the All-Star game, I know there's only a few minutes since you were let know that you're going to be there. Can we think about maybe a particular different celebration in case you scored over there because of the stage?
Where's this against Columbus? Or the All-Star?
The
Oh, the All-Star.
All-Star celebration.
The All-Star game.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure yet. I'll try and think of one. I'll probably I'll let my brother decide what I do for that one. But yeah, maybe I'll see. I'm sure I'll have fun there, and we'll see what we can do.
All right, thanks so much, Sam.
Thanks,
you
guys.
Appreciate
Appreciate
it.
it. Thanks very much.